Okay, Rock. I'm going to get the pin. You got to stop Benoit from getting to me. 1, 2. What are you doing, Dwayne? What's going on, Godzirra Nation? This is ArghGodzirra. Welcome back to another installment of WWE SmackDown. Shut your mouth! Thank you for joining me, as always. January, Week 1, Monday Night Raw. That's where we're kicking things off. If you're new to the channel, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. And if you're returning to this series, you know exactly what we're about to get into. The battle between SmackDown and Raw is supposed to be finished, but I think we're going to be far from it. As you can see here, the main event, Triple H taking on Goldust. I'm not sure whether we've had Goldust as an opponent throughout the series yet, so it's good to see a different guy coming up and stepping up to the plate. Happy New Year, everyone. We also have a new year for the WWE. This new year is going to be full of excitement. What kind of excitement do we have on the cards here, King? A lot of tension between Mr. McMahon and Mr. Flair here. Looks like trouble already, and the new year just started. I know what's about to go down. Good old JR. Hi, Triple H. Well, hello, JR. You are the Undisputed Champion, so you're not going to be in the Royal Rumble. That's fine with me. I guess you'll be having a title match instead for the pay-per-view. Who do you want to face? Lesnar, Austin, Kurt Angle. Brock Lesnar's had his fair share. I think he's had quite a bit of opportunity to take us on. Steve Austin, I don't see him in the title picture. That leaves one man, and I think we're going to have an incredible match. I'm going with Kurt Angle. I hear you, that'll be great if it happens. I'll suggest it with upper management. You do that. Good old JR, you do that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting Monday Night Raw underway. Who's backstage? Nobody's backstage, so we'll get straight to the card. I'm going to go with Randy Orton to defeat Hardcore Holly. Not off to a good start. The Hardy Boys win this. At least we're 1 from 2. And now we'll be 2 from 3, because you know your boy Triple H is going to come through. We've got so much to talk about from the WWE world. We've had the draft. Don't even get me started. I think that draft was absolutely ridiculous. So many superstars undrafted. The Raw SmackDown champions getting drafted to Raw and SmackDown. Absolute waste. I can understand if SmackDown wanted to draft the Intercontinental Champion and Raw drafting the US Champion like they did. That's fine. But there's no way Seth Rollins is ever taking the Universal Championship to SmackDown. There's no way Brock is going to take the WWE Championship to Raw. The same with Becky Lynch. I just don't understand some of the picks. I really do not understand some of the picks. Bray Wyatt's The Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse. I said Funhouse, god damn it. But that's been taking off so well. And now with Seth Rollins burning it down, we don't know whether it's going to return. And if it doesn't, are WWE dropping the ball just to appease Fox, who want to step away from the supernatural side of things and focus more on the wrestling side of things? I don't know, man. That draft has left me answering and asking so many questions. Moving away from the draft, we are only a few days away from WWE 2K20, which has been met with some very negative reviews. Graphically, it looks like it doesn't compete with 2K19. They think it's a step down. They think mechanically it's a step down. Some of the mechanics, like the hair mechanics and stuff, definitely a step down. But regardless, you know your boy's going to be playing it. WWE games are something that I get into each and every year. I've seen a little bit of what the My Career mode has to offer. People like, you know, Dan Cops and stuff, CM Pulse, all uploading their respective My Career modes. I like the take on making a female and a male superstar. So this year, Not only will Drew DeMoise be making a comeback, but we're going to have to bring a female perspective into the ring as well, which is going to be huge. I'm going to have fun creating both of those guys and bringing them into the fold. We're also going to get stuck into the 2K Originals with the horror-themed content, especially with it being Halloween so soon. I think it's befitting that we get stuck into that. Plus, there's something else I'm hoping to get up and running in the mix as well. Stay tuned for all of that. But enough of that chat. Let's get back to this match at hand. Goldust should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Personal opinion of mine. I think he put over a lot of superstars. I think his gimmick is one of the most recognizable gimmicks in WWE history. He just went out and got the job done. He'd never argued. If his job was to get out there and get his ass handed to him, he would always go out there and do it. Which is why I'm glad he's working with AEW, because we've been able to see another side of him that we never got to see with WWE, which is absolutely incredible. But with that being said, I think he's been booked as a jobber today because Triple H is making quick work of him. Very interested to see who wins the Royal Rumble match. I'm wondering whether or not the winner of the Royal Rumble becomes instantly our WrestleMania opponent, or whether he becomes our next pay-per-view opponent. I can't remember how it works with this game. Some of the mechanics back in this game are a little bit different to what we're dealing with modern day. It was a lot simpler back in the day, but the career modes were so good. We should be able to get our pedigree going any minute now. Goldust getting his hobbles on. A couple of kicks to the groin. Let's get the jawbreaker, and we're going to turn him around. And ladies and gentlemen, you know we're going to hit him with that 360 as well. Get the pin. El, you better be ready to count this. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much for coming, Goldust. I appreciate it. What I love that we're starting the second year of our career within this series is the storyline we are about to undertake, in my opinion, is one of the best in the older WWE titles. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's Kurt! Kurt Angle's here, ladies and gentlemen. Kurt was nominated as a challenger by Triple H. Wow, how did you know that? You're a gossip queen. Well, you know what, King? He knows because I told him backstage who I wanted to take on. I think I remember who wins the Royal Rumble now. I'm not going to spoil it, but I just remembered because of the storyline we're about to undertake, I am pretty certain I remember who wins this year's Royal Rumble within this game. Triple H taking on Chris Benoit. We've got opinions about Chris Benoit here on the channel. Other people have opinions on Chris Benoit. I've said it before. I'll say it again. One of the best technical wrestlers, if not the best technical wrestler to ever step in a WWE ring, let alone a wrestling ring. You can debate that with me all you want. I'm warning you, Vince. Don't piss me off like you did 2 months ago. Clock him, Vince. My man! Don't piss you off, huh? How about this? God damn it! How about this, god damn it? Bang! That's one hell of a punch. Ric Flair is out cold. That's only the beginning of what Vince has planned, ladies and gentlemen. I'm loving teasing it for you because you guys are going to have to wait to find out exactly what he has in store. Anybody backstage? Oh, is that Kane? We have not spoken to the Big Red Machine backstage before. Kane wouldn't be that bad of a superstar to do a career mode as either. Bit different. What do you want? I mean, I see, am I right? You want to be with us? Forget it, jerk. Hey, he told me the same shit that Rob Van Dam told me backstage. I don't want to be with you. I'm the Undisputed Champion. I can be where I'm at. Let's look at the card. Test. Getting it done easy. And here we go. Not even in the main event slot, but it's main event status, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you mistake it. Triple H versus Chris Benoit. Getting nasty. Ultimate SmackDown. Grab a chair and press L1. We can do that, but I don't want to lose by disqualification. And I would love to do that, but we never get given match types like hardcore match or a street fight or a last man standing. Because it's always a tag team match or a singles match up in here for the champion. Minus a couple of pay-per-views where we've had a steel cage or we've had a Hell in a Cell. Good old Triple H. Without a doubt, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, surely. I mean, probably a little bit biased because he'd probably be well within my top 5 wrestlers, maybe even my top 3 wrestlers of all time. This man well and truly is in my top 5. Look, we're never going to truly know exactly what happened, the circumstances surrounding what happened. We're not going to get into it here on the channel again. But this man had talent that you cannot replicate. One of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, which I believe has been taken off of the WWE Network, is Chris Benoit versus Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. Triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and Benoit ends up winning it. What a match. I still remember it so much. And it was hard to follow a match like that because Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chris Benoit, all within my top 5 wrestlers of all time. Who do you support? It was a match where as a kid, I didn't care who won because I loved everyone in the match. It was a win-win-win situation. It'll be very interesting to see if we can actually put Benoit away because, as you would know, if you have been following this series, and if you haven't, you're about to find out, the difficulty of this game isn't settable like in the current day, games where you can choose an easy, normal, hard difficulty. This game starts off easy and then mechanically works its way up to becoming harder and harder as the career mode progresses. We've taken on superstars like The Rock and have lost. We've lost to Kurt Angle. And we seem to lose to Kurt Angle a lot because he is a superstar that has a submission move as his finisher, and if he locks it in, it is pretty much game over. Although the first time we lost to Kurt Angle, it was by a German suplex, but we won't get into that. We've got to make sure Benoit doesn't work his way up here to getting his finisher, because if he puts us in the crippler crossface, we're done for. Benoit was actually one of the superstars I heavily wanted to do a career mode for, but with so much negativity about him out there in the world, I honestly don't know how it would fare as a series. And I don't want to put myself in a position doing a wrestling playthrough where no one's going to watch it because they have strong opinion about the superstar that I'm playing as. Normally I don't care about that kind of stuff, but obviously as a YouTube gamer, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I'm putting out content for people to enjoy and watch, and if people aren't going to enjoy it, what's the point of me putting it out there? So unfortunately, we might have to put a strike through playing as Benoit. But that's perfectly fine, because there is plenty of other superstars to play as, and there are some left-wing characters that I haven't seen any playthroughs of, or if there have been, there are very little of them, and I'm thinking those superstars would be brilliant to do some career modes as. Just keep an eye out for that kind of stuff, because I'm hoping to bring lots of WWE content to the channel and other wrestling games as well. I've been looking at different fighting titles that we can get involved with. I think we can really start having some fun with the wrestling titles on the channel. What's wrong, Chris? You're hobbling a little bit. I think we might actually get the win here, ladies and gentlemen. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Turn the tides. Pick him up. It's time to end him. Good night, Chris. Everyone came here for the 360 pedigree. There it is. Come on, Earl, do your job. Time to count this man out. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. We're on a hot streak at the moment, but it only takes one superstar to come along and upset the balance. And I've just realised choosing Kurt Angle as my opponent for the title at Royal Rumble was probably a bad move because he's defeated us the last 2 times we've faced him. Here comes Lesnar. Okay. This might get turned into a triple threat match. What the hell? What's wrong, Brock? Hey, Triple H, I know why. I know why you nominated Kurt. You're afraid that this might happen at the title match. No, I nominated Kurt because you've had plenty of opportunity at the title and you have failed at every chance. So it's time for someone else to step up to the plate. Being beaten by me. If you don't agree with me, then show me otherwise. I have a feeling the Royal Rumble is going to end up as a triple threat match. Which bodes in my favour, because I can be a real sneaky prick when it comes to triple threat matches. Alright, here we go. January 3rd week, Monday Night Raw. Let's see what the cards have in store. Call me Dr. Seuss. The unintentional rhymes up on this channel are incredible. Triple H and The Rock taking on Brock Lesnar and Chris Benoit in a tag match. Anyone would think I was on SmackDown. We've got a 6-man tornado tag match. Then we've got a normal tag match. Teddy Long be putting everybody in tag matches with The Undertaker. But once again, the first match is a tables match. And then I'm thrown into a standard tag team match. I don't understand. Ric Flair's at home recovering from the boo-boos he copped from Vince McMahon putting him on his ass. Let's see if there's anyone backstage to talk to. No? No? Okay, let's get this match underway. I'm going to go with the team with Scotty 2 Hottie. God damn it. Alright. You got to go with Team Rock and H, right? Team Triple H and Team The Rock. You've got to go with them. Two of the most electrifying superstars of all time. For the last time this episode, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes. The COO, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, the Game. Your Undisputed Champion, Triple H. Teaming up with The Rock, which isn't the first time we've seen The Rock come on board as a partner. I would have liked to have had a little bit more one-on-one feuds with The Rock. That's the reason we took him number 1 and took Triple H number 2. I thought we could really have some fun with feuding with The Rock, but at the moment, always chucking him in as a friend. The same with Chris Jericho. Haven't really had much opposition from Chris Jericho yet. Here comes Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Before he only rocked up to pick up a paycheck, he actually did wrestle, ladies and gentlemen. almost becoming a little bit of a gimmick now that he rocks up every now and then. Tells everyone he's home, wiggles his tongue a little bit in the ring, maybe lays a smackdown on someone and then disappears for months on end. But I suppose when you transition into Hollywood and you do as well as The Rock has, surprisingly, it's no reason he gave up wrestling. And here come our opponents. Brock Lesnar, the man who feels he should be handed another opportunity. He might have actually travelled to the year 2019 and realised that he gets handed everything he wants in 2019. So he wants that handed to him back in, when was this? 2002? I didn't mind Brock Lesnar back here. When he first started and he was actually a force to be reckoned with and he was a young kid. He did his own promos. He wrestled every goddamn week. If he was champion, he defended his title at every pay-per-view. My oh my, have the times changed. And well, I've given plenty of opinion on this man right here, ladies and gentlemen. I feel we don't have to do it again. They did so well with the character models in this game. I've said it a few times, but considering this is a PlayStation 2 game, and you think of some of the titles we got on the PlayStation 2 compared to this, they did a damn good job. And that's why apparently WWE 2K20 is going to be a little bit lackluster, because when you jumped off board, that ship, it went to shit. That's why I'm very interested to see this other wrestling title that Ukes has been working on, because if Ukes has been the cornerstone of putting the 2K games together mechanically and graphically, then I can't wait to see what they've got in store. And at the moment, Brock Lesnar is ragdolling us like we weigh absolutely nothing. It's a good thing I've got a partner in the latest SmackDown. Get involved, Dwayne. Tag matches are easy to navigate in this game as well. We've worked out the mechanic. If we have to use it again, we will. But as I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of whether graphically or mechanically 2K has changed, release day, first day, upon release, you will get the first episode of the My Career mode. At bare minimum. At bare minimum. Because there's so much we can do with that game. As I said, the 2K Originals, we've got the 2K Showcase, which I will probably do the 2K Showcase. We've got the My Career mode. We've got other things I want to get involved with, and I'm hoping to get some other people involved in that as well. Here we go. That's good that we got the leg movement a little bit hindered there for Brock Lesnar, so he's going to find it a little bit hard to go tag his buddy in. We've got him right where we want him, ladies and gentlemen. The one thing I do not like is we can't grapple them into the ring. Oh, there we go. An electrifying DDT from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Followed up by DDT from Triple H. Hey, Dwayne. Benoit's coming for you. Ow. No. Get stuck into him, Dwayne. Oh, no. Here we go. Okay, Rock. I'm going to get the pin. You got to stop Benoit from getting to me. 1, 2. What are you doing, Dwayne? Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to have to go for the pin. Oh, can we just pin him here? 1, 2. No. Oh, Benoit's glitched. Take advantage of the glitch. 1, 2, 3. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Chris Benoit. Thank you. Shut your mouth for glitching out. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to bring this episode of WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth to a close. Thank you for joining me as always. When we return, more action underway, including what should be the Royal Rumble. I'm not sure. We'll find out. If you did enjoy this episode, be sure to leave a like on the video. It goes a long way to supporting myself, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all that support. If you're new to the channel, plenty of other content to check out. I urge you to do so. And if you happen to enjoy what I'm throwing down, you can hit that subscribe button and pledge your allegiance to the ArghGodzirra Nation by doing so. In the description down below, not only will you find my social media links, you will also find a series playlist. If you've missed any episodes up until this point, you can go check it out at your own convenience. Hit that notification bell before you leave to get notified of every single time something brand new goes down on the channel. That's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.